Hello, 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 hello. Oh gosh, yes, we do have fun on the podcast, guys. I forgot that I have to connect to my earphones so we can listen back and make sure there's no feedback or whatever. But anyway, hello guys. Welcome to Connect podcast. We are live. We are well. We are back again on another Friday, another day, another time, another hour, and we're here just to spread the goodness of God. Here to spread the word from the youth perspective. Because although I may feel like I'm going into my 20s, I may feel like huh?
You are in your 20s.
Listen, relax, bro. I know, but let me just enjoy my young time, please. But anyway, as I was saying, as it's good to 20, so just want to enjoy myself and just relax and have fun, and obviously have fun in Jesus and the Lord. But also, guys, we are live today early because I think we are going to change the time back to what, 6:30, is it?
Well, it might be even earlier because of the other thing.
Oh, not 6:30. It might be 5. Not 5. 9. I can't. 6 o'clock.
5:30, 6 o'clock.
5:30, 6 o'clock. But we're gonna definitely confirm it. It's only gonna be for summer. It's only gonna be for the summer, really, isn't it? It'll be for the summer, and then we'll be back to normal because then obviously we're going off to do our own things. Like he's going off to do sixth form, and I'm going off to the world of university.
So
but anyway,
uni.
Huh?
So you're going uni.
Yeah, but when it gets near the time, I'll explain and whatever. But anyway, yes, it's your girl Danielle, Minister Danielle today, or prophetess, however you guys want to call me. I flow with Eva. It's me. Wow, we're good, and today it's just us two. No special guests today. Last week we had Aldo Fernando come onto our podcast, and it was absolutely amazing. Like, he showed us different ways of how to understand the Bible, different ways of how we can be saved in the Lord, understanding how we can actually realize our eyes that that statement of always being saved, once saved, is not actually how people think or what they seem it to be. So I'm just very happy and very excited for this podcast today. Like, honestly, literally before we started this podcast, literally me and Minister Christian, we were like vibing, we were like laughing, everything. So we're in a good mood, we're hyperactive, and we're pumped, and we're ready for today. I can see you're ready. So as I get ready, get all the stuff on this side, I'm going to hand it over to you and introduce yourself, and then say how your week is and stuff, whatever.
That's me, Minister Christian, again. And I was ready to ask this, but the question which we always ask, how has your week been? Dan?
Yeah.
How's your week been?
No, I hand it over to you so you can go first.
No, I'm asking the question.
Yeah, so you answer for yourself.
Well, what's your doing? Well, my week. What my week been saying? What has it been saying actually? I'm just trying to think what. Oh yeah. So I'm great at speaking. I just had my prom.
Oh, yo, yes, he did. It was literally yesterday. His prom was yesterday. Like, as we speak, his prom was yesterday. Hey, prophetess speaker! I'm so sorry. I'm just very excited today. I'm very hyper. I'm so happy. But I'll explain in a bit. Hey, prophetess. I hope you're doing well. But carry on, Chris.
Yeah, so I had my prom. Also been preparing for my tour, which I'm doing with a certain band, which will be for 5 days, just going around Coventry, playing some pieces. And then today, actually, which I'm kind of happy I've got over and done with now because it was stressful leading up to it. I did my grade 5 piano exam.
Oh, that music.
Um, it was very stressful just because, like, I don't find the pieces hard, but when you know you're recording, the slip ups,
Yeah, the
like
amount it takes.
it just adds that pressure to it. But yeah, I've got one take which I'm happy with. Getting ready to send off, and well, my teacher said to me, "You've passed." Like, well, they still need to mark it, obviously, the company ABRSM. But my teacher thinks, oh, you've passed. You just see how high you can get up, basically. So yeah.
That is good. That is good. So you are finally now finished year 11?
Yeah.
How does it feel to be out and in the,
Well,
I was going to say in the world, but I'm playing, but out and...
I'm not even fully finished because I've still got one more performance as a year 11 student, and then I think I'm done. So yeah, one more performance with Blue Cut, and then I'm done for year 11.
It's so crazy. Like, y'all, you don't understand. I literally went to his prom yesterday because I took all the pictures for him.
Just ignore it.
Anyway, yeah, I literally went to his prom yesterday, and yeah, like I said, I took all the pictures for him. Guys, it made me feel so old. No, I know I'm only 20, but you don't understand. Like, it made me feel old, right? Because literally the year that I was leaving, he was starting secondary school. Like, it's basically I was leaving year 11, and he was starting year 7. So I was having my prom while he was just starting his journey to school, like big school, and I'm just like, and I'm looking back now, and I'm just like, how was 4 years past so quick? And this is what I mean. Like, when you actually read deep life, yeah, it's like, yo, you gotta live to the fullest because it goes so quick. Like, now you're literally going out now, exploring, do what you need to do, with the Lord and opportunities that the Lord's been giving you, and you're just taking it like how it is, and it's just like, wow. But anyway, y'all, he looked so amazing in his suit. It was like, I called him Mr. Monopoly Man all day because he had a top hat and a cane. He came looking prestige. He came looking like, yo, he was good. He was good. But it was just good. Hey, Pastor Glenda, hope you're doing well, my darling. Greetings to you as well. So I'm guessing it's me, right?
Yes.
Yo, listen, yeah. The last couple of weeks, yeah, I've just been so busy with training, so busy with being in the Lord and Lord's downloading teachings into me, because like on Wednesday I taught on demonic accesses on why am I stirring on wisdom women's Wednesdays on Zoom. Like, the Lord just giving me word and word. So I've been in consecration with the Lord the last couple of weeks. I've been training, and like, honestly, y'all, I've been so busy to the point where like I've actually sat down now and been like, okay, I need to like take time to myself, because I literally because I pulled a muscle last week on I don't mean take time to myself as in without Lord. I mean like my body, because like I pulled my muscle last week in football. I pulled my quad, right? Well, bro, it's funny, right? Because I was running, right? So I'm running like this, and the quad's on the top, the quad's on top of your thigh like this, right? So I'm running.
You run like this.
Yeah. This, just imagine that's my feet. Allow it. I'm running like this, and then literally, you just see me go down like that. It looked, it looked like I was like I was drunk or something. I literally looked down, and then, oh my, but yeah. So that's also like, I think I need to calm down my training with my body and everything, because yeah, doing too much. But it's like I gotta. But I'm just happy, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just happy. Like, before, like a couple of weeks before, I was a bit like down a bit, and it's just like, yeah. But when you're with the Lord, and when you really speak to him, 1-to-1 personally, it's just beautiful being in his presence, and just like just being with him. And because it was annoying me, like, because I was certain things that I couldn't do, and it was just like, yeah. And I think this leads really well into the topic that we're talking today as well, because obviously saying the topic's like how to stay rooted in God, and to encourage people to stay maintain in the Lord, and just being firm in His presence. And I think for me, because like a couple of weeks ago before that, it was a bit difficult for me, not staying rooted, but like I was very like hard on myself, because I was like, oh, like, Diane, you need to do better, you need to do this, and like, and I wasn't really interested in like doing most things. I just wanted to be like focusing, and I'm just like, no, I'm like, okay. And then it was like, so the Lord, literally I just spoke to God, and it was just like, Lord, what does He want me to do? So from then, I think literally the word itself, it just gives you so much peace and comfort towards what everything you are going through, like, although I was hard on myself, although I was like very like into myself and thinking to myself, it was like the Lord was still there for me, encouraging me. So it's like, even through the hard times, it's like you still got to be rooted and still got to be firm in the Lord, because He's there for you for everything that you do. Like, it's His voice that you hear in the hard times of troubles, but it's also His voice you hear when it's the times of good. So what do you think? On to you.
I zoned out a little bit. But yeah. I fully just zoned out. Was on staying rooted.
Yeah, bro.
Wait, you didn't even answer the question.
What question?
You just said your own experience.
Huh?
You said your experience. You didn't even say answer the question.
Oh, how's my week? I did.
No, I was talking about. Wait, did you answer your week or staying rooted?
I did my week first and stayed rooted.
So I'm answering.
No, I'm saying, what's your intake on how to stay rooted? Like, what's your encouragement? That's what I mean. And then obviously we bounce back like how we always do.
I've said this before, said it again, yeah. The powerful three.
Explain to people who don't understand what the powerful three is, or how we say it.
I'm just trying to think, because I want to change the name of it. I'm trying to think of the words for one of them, but I just can't. But anyway, it's praise / worship, prayer, and the word. And just doing those three, I say, builds a better connection to God and builds a better relationship. And just doing those things like regularly.
I think it's more easier said than done, obviously, to do it. Like, obviously we have to do it regularly, yeah. But like, it can be hard as well, because it's like, because like we've had times, right, where we just wake up and it's like, oh, you quickly rush. Like, for example, let's say if you're late to work or something, and it's like your schedule's all over the place. It's different to how it is or whatever, and you rush and you get up and it's like, you gotta get ready for work. You're gonna be late for work, and sometimes we do think like that, and like we do forget. And that's what I mean. Like he said, because obviously we do get things put away, but obviously, like we said, we should put obviously them things before God. But I'm saying it does happen. But then what we can do from that is then obviously after everything, or on the way to work, you can speak to God in your car, or on your lunch break, speak to God and speak to God through that. Or like when you come home, take an hour or 2 hours towards God and just dedicate it to Him, so you can always have that strong, firm relationship with God.
I don't know what you want to say.
Oh gosh.
What I have in my head? I'm proper tired today, man.
To be fair, it has been really busy today, haven't we? Like we literally came from. Well, I came straight from work, and you came straight from practice. So
yeah,
but it's good. It's good. It's good.
But yeah. What do you think? So you say that the world, it's like a distraction from God. But say in the world, what do you say are the main distractions?
What do you mean, like the main distractions? What do you mean?
The main distractions in the world which distract people from God.
That distracts people from God?
Yeah.
But there's loads though.
No, but what do you think the main ones are?
Like main that that distracts the youth from God. Or
I was thinking everyone, but yeah, let's say the youth.
okay, so you got game consoles.
Mhm.
I think society plays a really big part. Hey, Minister Joan. Evening youth leaders, I'm glad you said that you. Oh yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. You can get caught up, and you can be late for for work or late for school, and it's that rush thing of like you're waking up automatically and your schedule's a mess, and it's like and then it's like look, I've got to read the Bible this morning, or I forgot to pray this morning. But it times things just get in our way like that, and it is difficult to sometimes maintain the same schedule because you could have been busy the night before on a work thing or a church thing, and then you wake up late, and then it's all mess. But then you still have that time in the day to still have that time to dedicate yourself to God. Like you think about it, like okay, maybe when you come home from work, all right, Lord, I'm going to dedicate this hour and a half to you, or I'm going to pray to you for an hour. I'm going to read the Bible for an hour, praise music for an hour, and stuff like that brings you closer with the Lord, and it makes you stay connected with Him. But back to your question, where did I get up to? I think society plays a very big part. I know we always say society, but I think it generally does. I think the main things for anyone is society, who you hang out with, and what do you think the third? What do you think another one could be?
I think it's mainly just society.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think with the people, although the people you hang out with can affect it.
100% sure.
We're not saying that all your friends have to be Christian. Because I think it's good to have those non-Christian friends to help educate more.
Yeah.
But yeah, like with society, and not just that, I think government can play a big role as well.
Yeah. So what do you mean? So like elaborate.
Because
Also, I know what you mean, but like elaborate.
yeah, like say for some countries, depending on what faith, because I'm pretty much, maybe excluding some countries, but most countries, it's like laws and everything, apart from the international law, most laws will originate from a religion.
Mm-hmm.
So for the UK, it's Christianity. For a lot of countries in the Middle East, it would be Islam. I think there might be some in the Middle East as well, which might be Judaism, but I'm not fully sure.
I'm not 100% sure either, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So because there's so many different like that can impact how people can think. On what though? How to there are ways to stay rooted, or
Yeah. Well, then again, I also say because this country is based on Christianity, but it wouldn't feel that same way after compared to like what it was back in the day. For example, because back in the day, like back in the day in the UK, everyone was Christian, and the law was a lot more focused on
Protestants, weren't it? Unorthodox.
Yeah. But now times have changed and it's become a lot more like atheist like.
Well, yeah, but do you think that's the ways of society, or do you think that's the ways of like children being brought up as well? Because I think both of them link together. Because they both can link, because it's like obviously we know obviously that how we grew up. I'm not saying like obviously my parents forced me to be in a Christian, but I'm saying but because we grew up in a Christian household, we obviously know like what that is. So and I think because so many people aren't grew up in a Christian household, they're gonna have the different views of society coming in, different religions coming in together in one. So they are gonna have that point of where, okay, which religion is correct, or which religion do they feel like they want to be connected to, sort of thing, because obviously they have that sense of being, free and not grown up in whatever. But then society just come into it as well, plays a part in it, because sometimes society will tell you how to worship, how to pray, how to read the word, or how you should go about how to live your life according to God, or how you should live your life according to the word, but interpret it and put it the wrong way. So yeah, I do agree that society does have a big part in it, and I think that's where a lot of it comes in, plays a big part for us young generation, is because obviously we have the mind we still have the mind of our own, but we also have the mind of influencers in with us that are talking to us, telling us different things, and then we obviously take the points that we want to take and make it our own, and then that's how you get so many different arguments or opinions about things, how it should be. But then I think for us, we can encourage them by saying, look, read the word, like we could say, read the word to them for maybe if they're starting off, let's say maybe half an hour a day, half an hour a day. And if you're a nighttime person like me, half an hour a day at nighttime, like just encourage them and guide them to give them points of how they can stay rooted in the Lord. And you can give them advices such as, okay, do you want to come to church with me? Help them find a Christian base, a Christian community, Christian surroundings. And, obviously, because we're not here to force people into Christianity, but we're here to guide them and to lead them to God. Because obviously we're here to save people.
I heard this. I heard this today. In an Uber on the way to my piano exam. This guy had like a Christian radio station on.
Yeah.
Which firstly I didn't even know existed. I didn't know like.
You know Christian.
I didn't know there was one which existed in the UK. But anyway, so I was listening here, and like, this is the first time I didn't have my headphones on at the Uber. It was proper down. Listeners, listen, and they're saying like, we're not here to convert. It's like, we're here to bring curiosity onto the person. I was like, right, because if you bring like curiosity on the person,
gets them thinking.
Yeah, it gets them thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. And then that is how that is another way of how to get someone obviously to Christ. Mm-hmm. And then let's say, right, we did bring them, right? They did come to Christ eventually, obviously on their own terms, obviously not with us forcing. How then would you help them stay rooted? How would you guide them? How would you encourage them? Really?
Yeah. Well, I do think there has to be a stage where like you can't always just go back to them and see what's going on, but I feel like at a certain stage it's better off to like not fully leave them of their own, but give them more independence.
Yeah.
To actually find who God is
for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true, because it's like obviously you only have that personal relationship with God. That's between you and Him, and it's like you said, obviously just leave them, because obviously there's going to be times where they're going to feel like,
I have questions.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Like they're gonna be times where they want to have ask us questions or ask us for advice, and we as Christian people have to be ready to be there for that person, because obviously if we're setting an example, we've got to lead by, we've got to follow by it, and we can help them by us being that example to them. And it's so true, because by us leading that example, that can influence them more to getting to know God even more. And then the more and more they do, the more and more they want to stay rooted or stay firm and stay grounded in God. Encourage them. Like, Like it's just, or you can tell them to be actively in the word. Or and to Christian people as well, to stay actively in the word, because the word is just God's way of speaking to us. I read a beautiful quote the other day as well. It was like the quote said, the Bible is the only book that the author's in love with the reader.
Mm-hmm.
And when I read that, I was just like, that is so amazing of how true it is. And it's like, that is how we can show ourselves and help people, encourage people as well, to be like, this is how I see the Lord. This is how I see the Lord. But obviously, they've got to find the Lord for themselves as well. So, like, be actively in the word, stay in the word, pray, worship. Sometimes worship as well is such a good icebreaker, because there's some songs, that you're going to get, and it's going to be so Holy Spirit filled that it's like, okay, Lord is speaking to you through the songs, and he's talking to you, and sometimes maybe you're crying, or sometimes you're talking to him, and it's just like you're just in that emotions with God.
It's always worship music. Like whenever you hear a worship song, it always sounds different to like any other non-worship song.
Any worship, yeah, it's so true. Like it's just like brings like that different sense of like peace, that comfort, that connection with you and God, isn't it? It's just so amazing of like how amazing that it works. And
I'm struggling to read anything. I haven't got my glasses.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. I was wondering why you was going close to the screen. You ain't got your glasses, have ya? Where is your glasses?
I don't.
But I thought you needed it for your music exam.
Oh, I had it all in my memory, innit?
Yeah, but don't you read like a music thing?
Yeah, I have the sheet music, but I have all the songs memorized in my head.
Oh yeah, fair play. But yeah, well,
I'm turning up the brightness on this.
what do you think? What do you think then? It is difficult to be rooted, or to stay.
Distractions.
Is that what you think? Like that's the main hardest thing.
Yeah, because I think if there was no distractions at all, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Minister Joe. For me, the worship song that touches my core, because he knows my name. It is so true. That's what I mean by with worship songs. Like worship song just brings you to a different level high of like praise, different level high of the spiritual. Like honestly, like because when you are worshiping, you can bring your pure emotions through that song, because it's like, as you said, Minister, like he knows my name. He's speaking to me personally through me, and everything that I may have gone through that week, or or anything that I'm going to go towards in the next week. It's like I know that I have God there with me, and it's just amazing to know that even through worship songs that God can still speak to me, even through the word God can speak to me, even through praying God can speak to me, and it's like we should also be quick to move on from when we're praying. Like, everything comes in time and in due season, especially when we pray, even if it's for the things that we've prayed for. We can't expect to get it straight away. Sometimes we don't know. God God can give us the next day if he wants to, but I'm saying like, just, we always have to be ready. But yeah, what do you think, Crip? What do you add to that?
Oh, just going back to what we were saying before about if there was no distractions, worshiping God would be a lot easier.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes there's not always a distraction. Sometimes it's on the people, on the persons.
There's another thing is laziness.
I was just about to say that, like, some people just can't be bothered. What?
Just look at the first podcast.
Oh, yeah. it's just like some people don't have that motivation to do it. You know, it's not always the usual get up and the usual like, okay, gotta do this. No, some people just don't have that motivation to do it. And this is where it's like we have to now encourage them. Like, yes, it's hard because I'm pretty sure we've had times, right? Well, I know I have in the beginning of like coming to the Lord. I was just like, I'm like, okay, well, I gotta read the word today, and it's just like, I'm like, but it's like it's true because sometimes you're tired. Sometimes you may have had a hard day at work. Sometimes you may have been let down by an opportunity, or you, like I said earlier, been late to work, to school, or whatever it may be. Like, and when you do come home from that time, it's like, oh, I can't be bothered. I just want to go to bed. Yeah. No, I'm being real. Yeah. I'm being real. It's like sometimes, we can't be bothered. I want to go to sleep. Or not today, I'll do it tomorrow. It's always a tomorrow, but the thing is with tomorrow's never promised.
Mm-hmm.
And for us, when it gets like that, we have to, although it's hard, we have to push ourselves to read the word or to praise and worship, because the more and more you do it, the more and more easier I believe that it gets.
Mm-hmm.
Because the more and more I've done a lot of things, and the more and more I've become so much more committed in things, it has become such an easier flow for me. But obviously, yes, there's times where the enemy or people try to come and distract me, but because I've set that firm foundation, and because I've set that root in my relationship with God, it's like, okay, this is what I have to do today. I have to have an hour with the word, or pray, or worship. Whatever I do in that hour is dedicated to God. Sometimes it's even longer than an hour. But there is times where I have been like, Lord, I am so tired. But you got to switch off, because the more and more you say that you're tired, the more and more you say that you can't be bothered, the more and more you say this and that, is the more and more you're going to continue to doing that same thing. It is the same pattern over and over and over again. But when we actually become now and realize to ourselves, okay, Lord, yes, this is what I'm here for. Lord, this is what I need to do. The more and more it is so easier to flow in the spirit, but it is going to be a lot more harder as well as you get higher in the spiritual realm. Like, bro, when I tell you, when I suggested this calling, like being a prophetess, let me tell you, I did not expect the things that was coming my way, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy, when I tell you, crazy. And that was a very hard period of time, because obviously as when I started to speak to Prophetess Meek and everything, she was saying to me like how, every most I'm so stuttering today. Sorry guys, that prophets will go through that time of loneliness. And that time of that loneliness, it was very like for me like, oh, where do I go? Where do I lead? Like, what is it? And it makes so much sense now in why. You see your life? Look at you. You're too fast.
Don't mind me, man.
Slow down.
Yeah, continue.
You're joking, bro. Don't school 999.
Oh, not
again. Yeah, but it's true. So like, the more and more, it's like the understanding of like, this is what I have to do, and this is how it is.
Mm-hmm.
And that is my our encouragement. Like, it is difficult, yes, but nothing is difficult or possible with God. There is anything you can do with Him.
I don't know why, but I just remembered.
Oh my gosh! See your life. Look at you.
I just remembered one thing. That remember when I was talking about to an evangelist, I'm going out and evangelizing with him. I'm still yet to do it. I need to go out with it.
Still need to do what?
Evangelize with evangelists.
Oh yeah. That will come soon.
Oh, yeah, that just reminded me.
And yeah, that's another way as well, like how to encourage and bring people, like going out evangelizing, like talk to them about God, like, you know, give them points, give them opportunities, give them scriptures, give them, you know, how to help them. And you know, because there's been a few times, right, where I've been into like different places, different churches, and people's asked me like questions on how to be in the Lord, how to stay in the Lord, and it's been like amazing, like how so many people do ask. So it's like sometimes evangelizing is another thing as well. You stop drinking, bro.
You
But
make it like I drink alcohol.
is
You make it sound like I'm drinking alcohol.
bro? No, but you're coughing. Um,
Anyway,
but yeah,
continue.
it's true. Sorry, guys. I'm just double checking everything on here is correct. Yeah. And it's just like, it's amazing just to say, like, how the Lord works and how the Lord really does help us in times and whatever. Because I think a lot of reason why it's so difficult as well to be, a lot of reason why it's so difficult to be, um, like hard to stay motivated is because sometimes it's our mind. We have a lot of like struggles. We have a lot of like maybe family issues, or like a lot of times it's different opportunities that, you know, make us think twice about where we go, what we do, and how do we move forward from this.
Yeah, I think that's one thing, just like having a clear mind as a
Yeah.
Christian, just because a lot of things in the world can corrupt it.
And
Yeah.
it's difficult as well because sometimes even though your own mind can be like sometimes a battle itself, you know, like it's the case of like, okay, where do I go from here? What do I do next? Is this door closed for me now? Is this? And it's just like, it's understandable how it can be so difficult because I know we've all been there. I know I've been there so many times. And you know, we have our moment, we have our time where it's like, okay, what do I do now? But then instead of, sometimes this is what I'm gonna say to you guys, instead of being like, what can I do now? Lord, what is installed for me? Lord, what is next for me? Lord, what are we going to do? Lord, what is your plans that you have for me? Lord, what is this opportunity that you have opened the doors for me? Lord, is this opportunity for me? Lord, I thank you so much for this. Lord, I thank you for being there for me. You know, in every times and trials, we just have to say thank you. We have to remember that God is there with us. And you know, it's easier said than done, but he is there. He is so there for us in anything that we do. And it as much as I keep saying it, it is difficult.
Mhm.
But the Lord is there. He gives us signs, He gives us times, He gives us everything that is like, yes, this is for you, my child. Yes, da 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 da. This is next. This is what I have planned for you. This.
Yeah, then again, though, as you say, I think it's a good thing that it's difficult because then it really shows who's actually dedicated to worshiping God. Because if it was easy, then everybody would be going to heaven.
I'm praising Him, yeah.
Mhm.
And that the narrow path, the end of it is all worth it. The end of it at the end
Mhm.
is all worth it. So it's just like being rooted in Him is the best thing. Um, honestly, is the best thing that we can be. And it's just like, just take everything that we have to God. Like honestly, God is your answer for everything. Seek Him first, seek His kingdom first, seek Him and only Him. You know, because He has the answers for you. It may some answers may not come straight away. Some answers may take months. Some answers may take years. But God always has a plan for you. He always has it, and you know He will always be in your life, and you always will be in His, because He cares for you. He loves you, and literally everything that He wants you and more. So
Yeah,
I think just gonna leave off with
scripture.
Yeah, you had one up. It was something different. I was gonna do real quick.
Actually,
What's up?
I'm gonna finish off with the one. You know which one? When I pull up my Instagram.
Oh no, which one are you gonna do?
Because I do think this is a good one. As it talks us staying in most space on what can happen, which is Mark 9:23. If you can, said Jesus, everything is possible for one who believes.
Want to elaborate?
I don't think I need to elaborate. Because
you're making me laugh, you know.
No, but it kind of says what it's meant to say. It's like it says what it says on the tin, isn't it? Everything is possible for one who believes.
Mm-hmm. What? So what's your encouragement then?
That.
No, bro. Oh gosh, we do have fun on this podcast, guys. We do have fun. Love the little talks that we have in between, bro. You're creasing, fam. But honestly, it's like it is so important to remember that God is always there for you, and make a schedule. Sometimes making a schedule helps. Like I've ended up making a schedule now because the amount of training I'm doing, because I got a match coming up soon, and obviously the training is extending to quite a lot of quite a lot of time. So make a schedule like
I'm not making it.
my phone's on there. I was gonna put up my schedule. So like I wake up, so I have work, right? And like so I'm just gonna say one of my days, and this is how me like I set a schedule, how to stay rooted in God and do what's best for you. So like I wake up, so I have work then at 5 a.m. in the morning. Sometimes every day, sometimes maybe 4 or 6,
Is
depending.
that early? I didn't know that.
That's early for me, I know.
Oh.
And people that know me, I don't do early. I don't like it. I like to sleep or go in later. I'm shouting this because I want people to understand I don't like earlies. But anyway, so I'm saying, right, so I get up early, 5 a.m., right? And
That's sad you do. I know how much you hate it.
bro, like 5 a.m. go to work, right? But before 5 a.m. I get up obviously earlier, do what you need to do, shower, whatever. As soon as I wake up, I lay on I sit up quick, have a 10-minute prayer, right? I say a prayer to God and I say thank you for waking me up. The usual talking to him. That's another thing you can do. Literally just give him thanks. And then I go to work and then I come home. Do what I need to do at home. Then I have an hour where I spend it with God, where I devote my time to the Lord. Sometimes it runs over, devote myself to the Lord. I have that hour with him. Then I go off to training. Then I eat. Then I do some work, like either my own business work or church work or stuff to do with training and whatever. Then I'll pray before I go to bed or read the word, and then I sleep. So like literally there's schedules that you can do, and there's sometimes where the schedule is the other way around. Like sometimes if I work in the evening, I'll do what I would do with God in the daytime. So like literally that is how you can set yourself out, and that is how you can stay rooted and be firm in God. Like there is so many ways that we can do. There are so many different ways that we can be with the Lord and just being with him. Sometimes maybe to those who have a really, really busy life, on your way to work and you're driving the car, if you know it's going to be a 20-30 minute drive, in that time, put some praise and worship on and praise him in the car. Like, and if you have Henry language, speak Henry language or talk to him through it, but it is going to be, I'm telling you, it is going to be hard. I'm going to keep saying it as well. It's going to be hard, but you know that you have God with you. And that is how, the encouragement that I give to you guys, that there is so many different ways that we can stay firm and we can help encourage other people, because like as Apostle says, we are sometimes other people's Bible that they look at. We are leading them, we are guiding them to God, so I think
You're under there.
Is there any questions you guys want to ask us here? Anything you want to say or, do? We are very sorry that it is short today. But I'm hoping that we covered everything. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it open. I keep saying platform. It's because of Clubhouse. I'm gonna leave a little space if you want to write some questions or just encourage us or inspire us. Then just let it be. So while I find this real quick before we go. You got any plans tomorrow, bro?
Sleep.
No.
I haven't got anything planned.
What's tomorrow anyway? Tomorrow Saturday.
Saturday, yeah. So sleep.
Saturday's your day off, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Because for next week I'm busy the whole week, isn't it?
You want to explain?
I think I already said that at the beginning, but
Oh, you probably did, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going on tour.
Oh, yes, you did. So that means that you're missing Sunday?
No, it's only for Monday to Friday.
Oh. Where are you going?
Just around Cots.
What, for the whole week? So what, you're not staying at home? You're staying at a different place?
When I say on tour, we're going to going to different primary schools to to play some songs and also educate them on like the instruments and music and that. So 15 primary schools. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is.
Thank you, Minister Joan. I hope we did cover the topic nicely. We appreciate everyone that has watched us today. We are very sorry that it's early, but I think next week we are, like I said at the beginning, we are going to be pushing it early. It's only going to be for summer though, because we go back to like normal schedule, like school wise, whatever. But because we have so many things, why we're changing it, because he's got to do some community work with one of his people. So that's why, which is another opportunity that the Lord has opened up for him. So amen. So what we know that we can work our way around with God. So because it's his community thing starts at 7:30, which is our usual time, we'll probably push it to like, we say 5:30, but we'll most likely start at like 6.
Oh, it doesn't start at 7:30. It starts at 7.
Oh, it's at 7. Okay, so it will have to be 5 then.
No, 5:30.
5:30. Okay, so it'll be 5:30. But either way, we'll be putting in the church chat. Anyway, to let you guys know that it will be that time that we'll be starting off. So so hopefully you guys will stay with us, even though it's a bit pushed almost 2 hours early. But don't worry, this podcast is staying. We are staying ready. And I hope you guys like this type of style of podcast, like we still talk about God, but we also vibing and, we're just talking between ourselves. And, I think that's how most podcasts are. We just talk, as most people say, waffle on. But, but yeah, for once, you do the outro, bro. You say that. I'll say the times because you don't know.
Yeah, let's say because I did it. Yeah. Just do announcements now, innit?
That's what I'm saying.
No, but I don't know the announcement.
No, so you say it, I'll say the times.
And let's see how good my knowledge is.
Let's go. Let's see.
So we've got Sunday. We have
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Sunday.
Clubhouse.
Oh yeah. So tomorrow on Saturday we have what's it? Is it Upon This Rock? Yeah. Upon This Rock on Clubhouse at
Greetings, chefs. Elder, sorry.
At
5 o'clock. Sorry. Yes, Upon This Rock is on Clubhouse at 5 o'clock with
Mr. Daniel here, or Prophetess, whatever you prefer, and Elder Fernando.
You're funny. Yes.
So yeah, that's
join us live, guys, tomorrow.
And then Sunday service at 3:30 p.m., which is 10:30 American time.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then Monday, wait, is it on, by the way?
Even if it isn't, we'll still say it. But I'm pretty sure it probably is going to be on.
So on Monday we have I forgot what he calls it. Wait, what's it called? What does he call it?
Oh, prophetic Mondays.
Yeah, Prophetic Mondays with the Apostle of the House, Anthony.
Yes.
And that's at 7:30?
Yeah. No.
7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's 7 o'clock, which is 2 American time, I'm pretty sure. And then on Tuesdays is
I'll do this one. Tuesdays
yeah,
is my very own lovely sister, Prophetess
I knew it
Mika's
was Prophetess
room,
Mika, but I
the
can't remember
pure,
what it was called.
the poor prophetic prayer hub, and that is
Okay.
like 6 o'clock our time, and I think it's 1 o'clock, 1:30 her time. And then after that we have with IOV and James. Do you remember it?
Yeah, midweek service.
There we go.
And that one's at 7:30. 7 o'clock.
Yeah, 7.
I thought it was 7:30. Oh yeah. So 7 o'clock, and that's that's just on the YouTube as well, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on Wednesdays, Dan's favorite one, Women's Wisdom Wednesdays, with Pastor Glenda,
Yes.
and that is on Zoom. Is it?
Yes.
I don't know the time.
Same time, 7.
7 o'clock. Okay. And then on Thursdays, it is, which one's first?
Clubhouse.
Clubhouse. Oh yeah. At the Father's Feet.
Yes.
Clubhouse, and that's at 3:30, isn't it?
Yes.
3:30, 10:30 American time, and then it's
Encounter prayer.
Encounter Thursdays. That's it.
Thursdays, that's it.
And that's at 7.
No,
Or is that
7:30.
You see, I knew one of them was at 7:30. And that's with Apostle Anthony and Pastor Glenda as well.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and then we'll be back here again at 5:30. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back here on the platforms doing our podcast.
Yes, 5:30. Yes, 100%.
I think I'll be able to remember all of that for next time.
You actually did well. To be fair, you did so well. Clap, 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 clap. But yeah, hopefully this has encouraged someone today, guys. Like we said earlier, that we are very sorry that it is short. We're just moving how the spirit goes and our notes that we've got written down on our iPads and everything. So, it's encouraging. But I think next week, I think it's gonna be a good topic. I think next week is gonna be very planned and fiery. So it'll be fun. Why? Oh yeah, because my thing is over there. Yeah. So guys, thank you so much for watching. We do 100% hope that this did, encourage someone. And just remember, stay firm, stay rooted in God, even in the hard times. Just praise Him, just look towards Him, and just find your answers through Him. And yeah, guys, thank you so much. I love you guys so much. Love you all. And we shall see you for the podcast next week, Friday. I shall see some of you guys tomorrow in Clubhouse. Me and Aldo Fernando. Join us live at 5. Share as much as you can. You're looking at me like Oreo. And then, yeah, guys, we love you. Thank you guys so much, and take care. God bless you. It's been your girl, Minister Danielle.
I'm Minister Christian.
And we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.